Mic check, please.
Yep, hear you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm stream. I'm streaming it also, just for fun. Yep, hear you. then it's your fault.
Actually, I went with pie in the sky settings for the 3080 and the G2, and those are working great.
Yeah, I quite like his videos. I follow Pie in the Sky, SimHanger, VR Flight Sim guy. That's it.
SimHanger, that guy?
Did you get them in the wrong order? Whoa, is it very foggy?
I don't know, my right eye lens keeps fogging up, and I don't know why, because it didn't yesterday.
Because you just washed your hair.
Is on the runway 36. Everybody's starting with the
Off the body.
Cripsy77 just joining the Christmas tree.
Just out of curiosity, guys, how many of you fly VR?
Me, yeah, only VR for me.
Any other way? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, last time I joined the flight event, I was playing on the flat, but I'm in my native VR today, so I'm doing it properly.
Hey, Steve, are you on the Vario?
I'm just going to connect up to my VR.
I don't think Steve, the VR flight sim guy, is gonna be here because his community flight got cancelled. So I guess he has plans.
I heard him here. He's here.
Ah, he's here. Then I'm shutting up.
Flight sim guy, Steve? Yeah. Can't miss that voice.
No, I don't think he's here.
Steve's not here.
No, I don't think so. Also,
Steve Walton?
yeah,
I heard him.
nope.
Very good. I know he didn't take any drugs here.
No.
Guys, can I just put a quick question out there? With the next update coming on the 18th, are they going to fix this whole multiplayer issue, where players disappear
Hopefully it will get better with the DLC with Reno race because that's really important there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's my one biggest bugbear with this simulator.
Because it's supposed to be also the vortex of the air in front of you, from the plane in front of you. That's dangerous. You also get blackouts, gray, and then blackouts if you pull too many Gs. And hopefully multiplayer also will be improved. Let's hope so.
That's slowing over. That's fine.
I think in answer to your question, yes, it was on their bug fix list for this release.
Yeah, I mean, it really has got to get sorted, that.
In my opinion.
Most definitely.
Nothing worse than flying in formation with some people and then suddenly they just disappear.
Yeah,
I've
if you
had
don't,
that happen lots of times. It's quite funny.
yeah, if you lost your flight plan and you're really following somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd made a wrong turn in the Andes yesterday, and next thing I knew, I was like 5-10 miles away from my group, and had to climb to like 13,000 feet to find where they were. I guess I
Yeah.
could have used SLU, but that's no fun.
Well, I purchased the T-Hawk from Just Flight straight away, and obviously being British, went straight to the Mark Loop, and there was loads of people, obviously doing the same thing.
Yes.
And it was brilliant. And then this guy, I was right next to him, he's right in front of me, and then suddenly he just disappeared, and it's like,
Well, there is a limit of 50 people then the Microsoft Flight Simulator splits it up in groups of 50, and that's why depending when you
okay.
arrive, you will see some people and you don't. But that
Yeah, I think there's guys. Welcome to event number 9, Japan.
Oh, here we go.
Thanks everybody for joining us very much. I'm not sure how many. I've tried to count the number of people in the Discord, but things keep changing. I know it's 30 plus, so thanks to everybody for joining us, and welcome to the main island of Honshu in Japan.
God bless you.
We're at Matsumoto Airport, which is the highest commercial airport in Japan, which I found surprising actually. And I think the best way to start is to get going. The first leg's quite a long one. It's going to take us about 20 minutes. We're off to Tamamura Airport, I think it is. It's about 60 nautical miles. Your heading should be around about 90 degrees, and you need to climb to a minimum of 6,500 to get over the mountains. And I must say, guys, on this trip, you're going to see some magnificent scenery.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
Mark, are we
organising.
landing at this airport as well that we're going to?
We are. The first one we're landing, it's runway 34. It's a short grass strip. It's left-hand traffic, but basically it's straight in.
Well, I've got
And
a slow aircraft.
And the altitude is 204 feet, so we'll be dropping quite a bit.
And only one thing to say. Chickens!
Let's go then.
So, guys, if you want to head off, I'm going to just take a view of you guys taking off. Let's go for it.
All right.
FC77 rolling.
Oh dear.
Do we have to reset our altitude to 0 or
No.
2,100 is correct?
Yeah, it's correct.
All right,
First.
Roger.
Oh man, I got this VR thing. I like this.
Okay.
Whoa, there you go. Palmer Hyde, how you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Very well. Curious B, Fog of War.
You guys are all insured?
How's it, Stored Knight? How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Koseg, welcome. Baldersim, nice to see you back. Appreciate it. BG2.
Yeah, nice to be here, Mark.
I don't know if anybody can see my nameplate. I don't know if I switched it off or not.
Stepinder, Spock, Sven, thanks
Yep.
for joining us.
Welcome.
Welcome back, Al.
Oh, thank you, Mark.
Iron Frog, thanks for joining us. And Buzz MC 007. Hello, Duckspeak. Is that Striker 11? Welcome to the flight. And
How are you going?
Unk Monkey, nice for you to join us again. Great
Thank
to have
you.
you here. Right, I better get going or I'm going to be left way behind.
You didn't take off yet. Okay.
Hey, Das, but can someone tell me what server we're on?
North Europe. Yep.
Thank you.
Looking at the rear of the aircraft, it just looks like a game of Defender. Little green and red dots everywhere.
Yeah.
Anybody remember that? It
That's
just
an
looks
old
like
one.
Defender.
I remember that.
Christ, that's
You
going
look
back a few
behind
years.
I never played that much, though. I never got into it too
Little green aliens that are picking up the stuff off the floor.
much. I played Zaxxon.
Oh man, you are old school.
I'm dating myself,
So literally
Say, guy, I'm
just
flying manually. What's our heading then? What
90.
should I be on?
90 degrees.
0.
090. Copy that.
Sinon, RS, radio check.
We hear you, but very far away. So, creak up your micro.
We are the Ossex tank.
Thanks.
Radio check.
Yep, hear you.
Good.
Sound good, Renee.
Nice to see you again, Fog of War. No 757 today then.
Nope, no 757, just the Seneca today.
I'm having a Seneca too. Lovely plane.
Excellent choice.
Did I see somebody in a P38?
That's also a good plane. I was thinking about getting it also.
I thought I saw one, but I wasn't sure.
I got the Seminole when it came out, and then I ignored it because it was a bit buggy, and never flew it again. And then I just tried it out for this trip, and I really liked it. But of course, it's too slow, so I got the Seneca, and it is fantastic.
It has
Go ahead.
Seneca has all the equipment that you can dream of, the de-icing all over, so you never get any problems.
I've been reading a lot of good things about the Seneca, but I haven't gotten it yet, but maybe you guys are convincing me now.
Plus it also supports my GTN 750 GPS mod, so it's all built in, nothing dragging any windows in front of my face in VR.
Yeah,
I like that it's mainly a steam gauge deal.
I must admit, I think it's one of the best sim aircrafts I've ever seen. It's really, really good.
All right, you've convinced me.
Yeah, it's one of the best. From Coronado is the best. Maybe the Skymaster 2 that they're teasing us with so long time. I want that also.
Yes, me too.
Just to let you know, that mountain in front of us it's just over 6,000 feet. So if you're...
Yeah, you have to climb, otherwise you won't make it.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, you need to do a good rate of climb. I recommend 800-900 as a minimum.
I'm going to stay at 5,300 and give it a shot. I've just creamed over the top at 6,200.
There's gaps. Yeah, I'm a bit low.
I hit some trees going over the top.
Ooh.
Well, could you confirm
Scratch your rear end there.
We don't have any helicopter rescue teams, so be careful.
I'm just coming over the first hills now. It looks like I'm just going to scrape over it.
Yeah, I have you right below me, Mark, I think.
I am 6,000 with a 58, and I wonder if people plan more.
Is this our highest point? No, I'm dropping down to 5.
Yes, this is the highest point.
Any of you guys out there running the 4-season pack?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, me too.
Looks very good, doesn't it?
I don't fly without it.
Who makes that?
Bungie or something studios. They have a Discord group also, yeah.
You get it on SimMarket. SimMarket.
Yeah, don't get it on the sim market itself from the flight simulator because it gets updated very frequently.
Right. And there is a problem with that, Sven. There is a problem with that SimMarket version. I mean, I've done the autumn, spring, whatever it is, but the winter one, that breaks my computer. That cuts. Everything goes black when I put that on.
I haven't tried it winter yet because we didn't have any winter yet.
No, if you load that on, the screen just goes black.
Oh.
I've tried it. The only way you can get it back is by restarting, clicking on the safe mode, and then uninstalling.
I'm going to run out. I'm going to go into this mountain if I'm not careful.
Well, you can contact the developer really directly. He has a Discord group, and he listens immediately.
Blimey. Bandits 2 o'clock high. Wow.
But I'll test it also and come back to you and see if it works or not.
Okay. Anyone running the Google Maps mod?
Nope.
No, I read up on that. I was going to download it and give it a try, but when I read all the comments, I think it's just too buggy, to be honest.
Yeah,
I didn't have any problems installing and running it. It ran perfectly fine. Yeah, it was an easy install.
But the water is terrible.
Beautiful water waves, though.
The water is gone, eh? The tropical water is finished, so I'm not touching it.
It's good for the USA.
Yeah, I mean, I ran a bush trip through BC yesterday. It wasn't too bad. I mean, there was a slight glitches, and I think it was more just not having a cache file and just downloading online real time. There was a couple shimmers, but it was pretty good. I was impressed for what it is, right?
Yeah, I think
did,
that the Google Maps is okay for the States, but in Europe, some of the color variations are just horrendous.
Very wishy-washy. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
went
say, guys,
from-
I'm gonna stick with Bing.
Yeah, they will optimize
me
it.
too. Also, when it comes to updates, that could be problematic as well. So, yeah, I'm the same. I'm staying with Bing for now.
Yeah, it's too much of a hack, to be honest.
Well, there's a bunch of the community are just they love to rush to the next new thing.
Yeah. I mean, guys, look out the window. Look at this scenery. Is it really that bad?
No. One thing that's better in Google, I noticed in the videos I looked at, is the roads. The roads look way better in the Google Maps.
I bought roads for Belgium, so that's solved already.
I ran the mod in San Diego area on Miramar, and there's a very big road, 515 I think, and that looks very good low flying in the Hawk. There's the mod.
Is there anybody out there who's bought the French Road update or the French Road add-on?
No, I have the Benelux Belgium. No,
just wondering.
I live in France, but I didn't.
No, okay.
They do one for the UK then.
I think I've seen something for the UK somewhere. Whether it was one of the freebies on.
Well, it's a payware also. I use it, and he's expanding all the roads all over. So.
You're talking about Cabaret. Is that right, Cabaret?
I think so. I have to look it up. I don't know it by heart.
Yeah, he does road.
But it's on the sim market also.
He's also clearing trees from railway lines now, and that stuff is pretty good.
Yeah, but I use the Four Season app guy. He removes and optimizes almost daily. It's incredible what he does.
So speaking of scenery, these group flights, I see parts of the world that I've not only never been, of course, but I've never flown. I've never flown around Japan for some reason, and the scenery, it's not anything like I thought it would be, and I don't know.
Lovely. Yeah,
why.
totally agree with you.
It looks a lot like the best parts of where I live. You know, not my immediate neighborhood, but the trees and the hills, and yeah.
Well, I think on this flight we're gonna be over high ground. We're gonna fly over some fairly heavily populated areas. We're then gonna go past Mount Fuji, and then we're gonna go onto the coasts. And one of the beauties of flying in a place like Japan is the variety of scenery that you get is amazing.
Yeah, and I could add, since I used to fly over Japan when I was working with an airline, that it looks very much like that.
That's great.
Well rendered.
Nice.
Interesting to know.
And in real life, you get some nuclear radiation maybe here and there.
And then go to New Fukushima.
Yeah.
Sparky Sven, is your glass half empty, mate?
After. No, it's still pretty full.
Hey guys, on the stream we've got the last event guest, Hudson. He's saying hello to everybody. So thanks to Hudson for joining us on the stream.
Hello.
Hi, Hudson. Hey there.
Hello. Hey, Hudson.
How high is this next hill?
I'm down at 4,000. I think you guys are far too high.
I'm flying at 3,100, and this next hill looks a little.
I'm at 4,600, and I'm with the same level of the hills, so mountains.
Melton races here. I'm at 6,300.
Doberman, I see you. I see your name tag.
I dropped altitude to get a good screenshot, and then I almost crashed into a mountain.
I've got to say to everybody on here, I've played video games since the days of the ZX81, but first time I've flown in a group with other people in VR. I've just...
It's amazing.
I'm close to tears. It's absolutely stunning.
I'm
so emotional.
I know
I hear you,
exactly
mate.
what you're saying.
Good to hear that. Good to hear that.
Really, I've got a plane literally coming above my head. I've never experienced anything like this.
Welcome to the future.
This is what for me, and I've said this a number of times, and I think it applies to many of us, this is really what flight simming is about. Getting together with some mates, having a fly, not being too serious, and having a great opportunity to really talk about anything that we want. What a pleasure.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more, Mark. Couldn't agree more.
Agreed, Mark.
Yep.
Agree.
Long shot here. Radio check.
Yeah, hear you.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Oh, thank God for that.
It's the most fun. I mean,
I've been
there's
trying to
time
get
for
this
flying
headset
solo, but this is the
working
most
for the
fun.
last half hour. So, yeah, it's good to hear everybody.
Anybody using live weather?
Yep, me.
I try.
Always do.
I'm on live
Always
weather.
do.
I started with it, and it was fogged in. Is it okay?
No, it's okay. It's a little bit foggy, but it's far in the distance. It's okay.
Oh,
Usually it's
good.
partly cloudy.
I'll
Was
switch
it
back.
a little foggy on departure?
Okay, I was worried, so I switched off of it. I like staying on live weather when I can.
Yeah, it makes it more realistic. But just the day, it's 4:30, or what time did we put it? It's 2:56 now.
Yeah, what time is it?
We left at 2:30.
Yeah, mine's at
We're quite spread
2:53.
out, aren't
I think I just saw King Kong on one of those tip tops.
And the sim is so silky smooth since that last update of Windows 11. It's just a huge difference for me. It's
There's a fauna marker there.
Yeah, don't you mean Godzilla?
Jinx it.
This
Yeah.
is the wrong.
Godzilla.
This is the wrong place for King Kong.
Sorry, Mark.
Hey,
Godzilla.
one monster's as good as another.
That's
But,
what
so
my
the
wife
general
said.
the general consensus, guys, is that Windows 11 is worth bothering with now.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's much for me
that works.
personally. It works
Yeah,
much better than Windows 10.
Works great.
Gun
Works
show with
great.
anything new.
I know a little bit about it. Sorry, guys.
I'm personally
Oh, no.
just going to get this next update to get past this next update. Then I'll give Windows 11 a try.
Yeah, because the command update that makes such a huge difference is still in beta. I mean, the inside the ring. So I don't recommend using the beta things, but it's just wow, and it will release for all the other people next month normally.
Yeah, but Sparky, I've heard that there are quite a lot of people having problem if they're flying in VR with Windows 11.
Not me. Perfect.
It's perfect here.
We'll let you test it, Mark, okay? And then just wait for the results.
Yep, you go first.
Actually, Mark, you'll probably do a video about it, right?
Yeah, there you go. There's another video.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Nice.
There we go.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
Trip the landmines.
Steve, the VR flight sim guy, didn't pull the trigger yet. He's also still running Windows 10.
With this update, guys, do I need to redo something on the BIOS? I'm running an AMD card, CPU. Does that need the BIOS updating or not?
If you're upgrading for Windows 10, then the TPM sometimes is not by default activated in the BIOS, so you do need to activate it before your system becomes compatible for Windows 11.
I've got it on the toolbar, a thing saying we want to update you to Windows 11. So would that assume that that's already been done?
Yeah, you should have to click to install it then, huh? But no, if it's not compatible, it will show you in red your system is not compatible, blah blah blah.
Right, so the fact that it's asking me, do I want to update, would indicate that the system is already ready to be updated, yeah?
If it shows that it's possible and without any red mirror message saying it's not compatible, then it's compatible and then it's up to you to do it.
Yeah, okay.
But always
No,
make a
just
backup
wondering.
of all your essential data, because just worst case scenario, if it does go wrong, you can always go back, yeah?
Yeah, no, it's a new computer, I only got it this year, so hopefully it's all up to date.
Because me, I was personally had Windows 10 clean with only Microsoft Flight Simulator on and Grand Theft Auto two installations. That's it, nothing else. And then I did the upgrade and it worked perfectly for me.
Oh, that's good.
And on the VBS, the security, that's by default activated if you install it cleanly. That also gives you impact in performance, so that you have to turn that off. And that's also something in the BIOS. And then once you're in Windows 11, you have to turn that off again.
Yeah, I think it's is it TPM which is another layer of security, which is really designed for enterprise. You need to enable it to install Windows 11. Once you've installed, turn it off.
Yeah, it's something else. VBS is something else. It's virtual machine security. I will post a video of the guy Hardware Unboxed. Some of these good YouTubers have a very good YouTube about it.
Hudson says, give it a try, and if it goes wrong, blame Asobo, or otherwise you can blame Microsoft.
But
never fails. No matter what goes wrong in your life, blame one of them.
But I do recommend to wait till that. I do recommend that you wait for a cumulative update, which I installed now in beta. That's fully released next month. Once that's fully released, then I would say do it. Then there's no really risk.
No, I'm not in any rush to do it, to be perfectly honest with you, because it's running okay on Windows 10.
Yeah, good point.
Okay, guys, just a quick interruption here for landing at Tamamura Airport. It's a grass strip. I don't know if you guys have found the same thing. I've got my airport markers on, but they're way high for some strange reason.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but this is a relatively short grass strip runway. Can be quite difficult to find, so come in slow.
Crash slowly.
Yeah, it hurts less.
Can I ask you how many are on Xbox today?
I'm on Xbox.
I am.
Great. I mean, I've been so impressed with how the Xbox performs in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Performance is terrific, but
I still have a lot of problems to adjust the sensibilities of a joystick.
Yeah, a lot of them reset, don't they?
Yeah, they reset every time I load it.
Sorry about that. I'll be got in a minute.
performance is great, but we could use a few more planes.
Yeah, but it's thanks to the Xbox people that the AMD issue got solved with the crash to desktops with Sim Update 5, so thank you.
I say it every month, but I still can't get an Xbox.
Okay, alright.
Is it still difficult in the UK to get that sort of stuff?
I'm in the US, I can't get them.
Really? In the States? I'm surprised. Of all places, you thought you better get them there.
They come from Taiwan, eh?
You can get the Xbox Series S, but finding the Xbox Series X is a real challenge.
Yeah, it's the X I want.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
I just want the RTX 4090 and the Vario. That's it.
What's the price of those?
Discord told you the stock alerts, and that's how I got mine.
It's £449, I believe. I'm sure that's what I paid.
What's the runway heading?
Runway is 34.
Thanks.
I paid 500 euros.
I think to buy the Xbox at that sort of price, we've paid sort of £2,500 and upwards for our PCs. That's to get this sort of. It's amazing, yeah.
1,500 quid for a blooming graphics card.
I know.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
The pre-builds are worth their money now. I've got a pre-build at 37 to 1,500 and I'm really impressed.
When you talk about the expense of it though, I mean the amount that I personally use it, I've really eaten that 1,500 or £2,000 up as quick as anything. It's really well worth it.
Yeah, I'm getting the RTX 4090 and the Vario for sure in 2022.
I get the Pimax.
The only issue I see is you don't get a controller for that easily.
Nope.
And VR is impossible.
Yeah, you do have to get one base station at least. 2 is recommended, and then the controllers if you want to do something else than flight simming.
Where's that airport?
That's difficult to find.
Yeah, I'm right on top of it normally.
It's close to the river.
Oh, I see. It's right along the river. Yeah, there's a bridge.
I
and
passed
then
it.
a water section.
I'm making a U-turn.
Right next to the river. Okay. Coming in from the bridge side. Whoa, that was close.
Yeah, you want to go to the right to the airport and then turn in
Ah,
on
there it
runway
is.
34.
Fly down over the bridge. Got it.
It's right next to the river then.
That Aiden, welcome. You've finally joined us. Wow, what are you flying?
You just hear these noises. It's amazing.
I've got to get something a bit faster. I'm struggling now.
Gear down.
Do we climb again to 6,000 after takeoff? 6,500.
No, after takeoff we only, once we leave Tamamura, we climb to 1,500 for the second leg. For the first leg, 6,500.
Okay, 1,500 for the second leg.
Touchdown. Oops. I think I missed the airport though.
Yeah, the airport markers don't do much good when they're that far in the air, do they?
No, they're hopeless. Right, let's get ready. Gear down.
Oof. I hope the Seneca has off-road tires.
Down. Oh, don't turn right.
Can't see the blooming runway for him, Mark. Oh, there he is.
It's
God,
the one
look
with
at
loads
him
of
there.
little planes on it. Who's in the trees?
Too many nameplates.
Me, I'm coming out of the bush now.
Someone in the trees, someone going through the trees. I would go into drone mode, but I can't get back.
Ooh, bounce. Don't hit the water.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's on video.
Well done, Mark, for choosing the most smallest airport in the world.
Yeah.
Airfield.
And then
Thank you. I do try.
I'm just following other planes. I don't see it.
You just
Whoa!
Whoa! It's follow
Go
name
around,
tags.
go around.
Yeah. You're gonna strike the house.
We're going. Oh my god! Oh, that looks so good with VR. Oh my god!
Yeah, I can't fly without VR. Yeah.
It's a bit jerky, but it's got promise.
That was embarrassing. It'd help if I could see the runway.
I just see grass. I don't see any runways really.
I'm down.
I'm just
on the
heading towards
runway.
all the smoke and the fire.
Oh, there goes
Wow.
Mazda 209.
Oh my God, I don't believe I just landed this thing. I don't believe I just couldn't even see it.
I'm just
It's
pleased
just a
I got
patch
it
of
now.
grass. Doesn't even look like a
following
strip.
airplanes and hoping.
Oh well.
What's that doing here?
That was amazing, Mark.
Put
Thanks
the
very
tail
much.
up. I'm happy.
Was this a bush trip or what?
I like that.
Someone else has missed it.
You said twin engine. Well, I've just been through a bush.
No, it looks like everybody's down.
Who's with the commercial airliner?
Down with it.
Captain Longshot, are you still to land?
I think there's
Still to
several
land,
of
but I
us.
think I'm going to give up on this one. It's I can't find it for a start.
I can't find it either.
Just look for all the name tags.
Yeah, just land there.
Yeah, we're at the end of it.
Somebody put a
smoke and
twin
fire.
Land
in
at
my
the
way.
opposite end of the name tags.
We're not too fussy as long as you're within 10 kilometers. It's classed as a successful landing.
Oh, nice. I just saw that.
You can wave to me.
Somebody just flew under the bridge. That was nice.
Breakfast sandwich has arrived.
Are we going to get extra points if we go under the bridge on the way out?
I'm on bit. Is it time to break the beers out?
I'm drinking one already.
I've got a gin and tonic incoming.
It's red wine for me, I'm afraid.
Just went to pancake mode to take
Teetotal
some
here.
4K
Oh,
screenshots.
we got an airliner.
Short
we do.
final.
Yeah, that would be funny with the Reno DLC. You should be able to hit other planes and go down, huh? So let's see. what that will bring to the sim.
22. The airliner is the Raptor.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
way
it shows off as an airliner, doesn't it?
the way the airliner is moving, that's not an airliner.
Oh, guys, I'll tell you what. If I knew it was this kind of aircraft group, I would have brought out the old Spitfire. I think.
Good turning circle.
Yeah, except it's only got one engine.
Well, yeah, I did read your footnotes, Mark, but I think it's a pretty quick burn, though, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. It's a lovely plane to fly. Right, guys, on to our next leg. We are departing. We are going to fly over some fairly high density areas. We only need to climb to minimum 1,500 feet, and we are landing at Okigawa Airport. Course is 145 degrees. It's a much shorter hop, 26 nautical miles. So we're not going to backtrack. We're just going to take off from this end of the runway and let's get going.
All right.
I managed to touch before it was time to take off, so I just did a touch and go.
You gotta do
Mark,
your
do we
catchphrase,
get
Mark.
Mark, do we get the luxury of a proper
I'm
runway
taking-
this time?
Yeah, this
No.
time it's actually an asphalt runway, and it's quite a long one actually. So yeah.
So you're gonna have to do it again.
That's great.
Jenkins. Coming through.
Hey,
That airliner's got a really short takeoff on landing.
Do you know this looks
hey,
like
watch it, hey.
this looks like Hopper 7 on the M25.
When we all get flying cars, definitely. I'm going
Alright.
under the bridge. Going under the bridge.
Okay.
Under the bridge.
I'm
Going
off.
under the bridge. I'm going under the bridge.
There
You just
goes
disappeared.
there goes
Oh, yeah.
Crispy 77 and
Loads of room under the bridge.
Oh Jack. Duck Speak, how you doing?
Airborne. Oh, we have to
Liam,
go under
nice
the
to have
bridge?
You with us?
Oh yeah, plenty of room under the bridge.
Okay, I'm going under the bridge. Sparky, move.
Loads of room.
Yep, did it. Woohoo!
Yeah, I see.
Going under that bridge?
Yeah. Oh, there's another one as well. There's another one along the river.
I've just gone outside view, reverse camera. It looks like a champagne
Easy
supernova.
peasy.
Come on, Drex, there's a second bridge. Come, let's go with the second bridge. And there's a car under the water.
Never go under the second bridge. It's my rule.
Oh, okay.
Squawk 143 to Romeo.
Just made it up.
Well, we could. Oh, wow, well, there's a bit turbulent. Oh, there's a lot of turbulence.
Ah, second bridge.
Oh, no, I changed my mind. I changed my mind on that one.
The cars are driving under the water from the bridge.
Yeah.
So don't hit the cars. Yep, made it. Bridge is safe.
Lovely.
119er decimal 3.
For some reason, my ATC's just kicked in. I don't know why.
Tokyo Center Sierra.
Yeah,
Papa
I turned
Alpha
mine
Romeo,
off.
Kilo Yankee
Yeah, I don't know why
500
that's
feet.
happened. I thought I had that on.
I'm gonna turn the volume off.
Radio check for Liam.
Sound good?
Guys, I've just lost all avionics.
That's not
Black
good.
screens across the board. So I'm going to reset the flight and try and join you later.
Yeah, if you try and join us at
125
Okigawa.
decimal 6 Romeo, Kilo Yankee.
Yeah, copy that, Mark.
Tokyo
I'll do my
Center
best.
Sierra. Papa Alpha
Super.
Romeo, Kilo Yankee 800 feet.
Hey,
What was
Tip
the-
Bird, how you doing?
Hey Mark, doing good.
Great, and welcome to Lurker 49 ER.
Is it runway 32, Mark?
It is left-hand traffic, runway
120
32,
decimal 6
landing.
Romeo, Kilo Yankee. Yield hotel
Lovely.
approach, Sierra Papa Alpha Romeo, Kilo Yankee 1,100 feet.
Is this going to be a full stop, Mark?
Yep, full stop today.
Okay.
Rummy breads on your 9 o'clock.
I got you, mate.
Give me a wing wave.
We all wave, and then he doesn't know who it is.
Nice, nice, mate. Looking good.
Thank you, Mark, for making us do something different. You said twins, and I was like, oh yeah, I've got a bunch of those. And then I looked through all my planes. Oh, not only don't I have a bunch, but I basically never fly them regularly. So the DA-62 is a blast.
Yeah, I like that plane.
Beautiful.
The only reason I'm not flying that is because I haven't flown this one.
I must say that I'm very fond of the G36 single and the G38 Beechcraft twin.
Now
they're very, very good.
But the 38 you can't get if you don't have the deluxe, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't find it.
Is that you, Crips? White 77?
Yep, on your 9 o'clock. Yep.
Roger, in that yellow livery.
Yeah. No, I should be green actually.
Striker 11, you're flying a commercial jet, a private jet.
You're yellow on mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So those in the Seneca, how fast is it cruising?
I can go 170, but if you do it safely, it's around 160.
Okay.
Sparky Sven, who are you kidding? When have you ever done it safely?
I'm learning, eh?
Oh, do you guys have the moon to the left? Very faint?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, it's amazing.
What kind of UTC time are you flying?
3:15 in the local time. 3:15.
Yeah, 3:17. It was 2:30 when we left.
I'm hogging the ground, and this is so smooth. I can't believe it.
Windows 11 also?
Hey?
Running Windows 11 also?
No.
But Japan is very frame rate friendly, very, very.
My friend called it and had to take it off quickly.
I've generally found that, I'm running a 3080, I've got 32 gig of RAM, pretty fast, good processor. I've generally found that generic areas with generic buildings, once you get to photogrammetry area, that's when it generally takes a performance hit.
That's normal, yeah.
Well, there's an airliner going down somewhere.
How about you, Mark? Have you found that?
Yeah, I'm constantly amazed at how good the graphics are, the default graphics.
Yeah.
That's superb.
And I must say, my system with the 3090 etc. can run them on ultra, and I've run it at ultra and I've run it at high, and I can't see a difference. I have to be honest, I cannot see a difference. So what I've done is a lot of my settings are now at high because I can't see the point of ultra.
Okay.
Yeah, I had done all my own tweaking, but then when Steve came out with his latest HP Reverb G2 settings video, I just went through and I said, I'm just going to do everything that he recommends, absolutely everything. And there was a lot of that where it's like, well, you could set the clouds to ultra, but you don't need to, and that kind of stuff.
No, mine is also set to high, and it's okay. The clouds, I don't see a difference from between ultra or high.
Steve says Mark is the man for settings.
Only he uses motion reprojection all the time, and that doesn't go well with the AMD GPUs.
You're right. Actually,
I'm on NVIDIA GPU, and I'm not a fan of motion reprojection either.
I see the blurriness and the artifacts all over. I can't stand it.
Yeah, me too.
I switch back and forth, but
I find I don't need it 99% of the time.
I switch back and forth. I have it on right now. It's so smooth, and the blurring and the propellers I don't mind too much. But yes, whoever pointed out, Steve actually did defer to Mark on the settings, so I should probably go watch Mark's video too.
Do you mean you haven't?
Well, I probably did, but it slipped my mind.
I only do setting videos when there's a significant change.
Well, I have watched your G2 settings videos, so if you haven't done one recently,
No, I don't think I've done one for probably 6-8 weeks. I would think maybe a bit longer.
Well, to coin Mark's phrase, what do you say, Mark? Set it and forget it.
Yes, set and forget.
That's how I like my settings. You know, the one thing I'm adamant about is I don't want to go back to the FSX days where I honestly spent more time tweaking my settings than I did flying.
Right.
Me too.
Yeah, that's what people say. Less tweaking, more flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, I never want to go back there again. I'm in this hobby because I love flying, not tweaking and playing with computers.
And then if something got updated and you didn't change anything like I did in Windows 11, and I noticed this big bump in performance without I changed a thing, then you really notice like what the hell went. And the last thing I installed was that cumulative update beta of Windows 11. It's like wow. Then I start spreading the word to people, and they all tested it also, a lot of them, and they confirmed. So we're going forward. Good.
Mark wants a car that when it breaks down, you open the hood, and there's a circuit breaker that fell.
Yeah,
you just
flip that.
Put the circuit breaker back on, close the hood, get going.
That's a Tesla then.
I'm actually sitting here at the end of runway 32 marking it out for you.
Good man.
Yeah, Pop's mate.
Is it only me, or is there an Airbus or something doing barrel rolls?
No, it's not just
it's,
you.
it's F-22. You mean that Aiden? That guy?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. He was on my 2 o'clock there.
I just wondered whether I had the wrong model matching showing here.
He might just be a, you know...
It's an Aeroflot pilot, so don't worry.
One of those people who just saw the group and decided to tag along.
Oh, okay, I'm right underneath it now. Oh, yeah, I'm right over it. 3-2 coming in. I missed.
With a left circuit. Is that correct?
But I must say the multiplayer is working very well now. I don't see any planes disappear so far.
Mine just did crash the desktop.
Oh no, that's a shame.
Okay.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay. Full stop landing here?
Yeah. Yes, sir, it is.
Alright. Wheels down.
Where is it? Whoever the authority is in
Did I already
Japan, have to
overfly it?
report they just ran into 3 airplanes, but oh well.
With them high ultra comparisons you were just making, is that VR specific or is that like everything?
That's everything.
There is nothing else on VR.
Yeah, what do you mean? VR is everything.
Yeah. If you're flying without VR, your VR goggles are broke.
Definitely flying with VR.
If I didn't hear about that this sim was going to support VR, I never would have gotten into this.
Yeah. I
Touchdown.
second that.
So it's
It'll be a bumper.
I didn't.
Runway B2.
I had done VR for racing sims, but I had not done a flight sim since the 80s. So I didn't know if I really wanted VR for the flight sim. I was actually a little like, you know, whether I was going to like it or not. But yeah, in retrospect now, of course.
Assetto Corsa is good though, isn't it? Assetto Corsa in VR is really good.
Yeah, the original, the Assetto Corsa Competizione is the
rubbish.
ACC is really hard. You have to have as high end a machine to do VR there as you do in the flight sim.
Guys, for you that have landed, we're just going to go to the end and we're going to depart runway 14.
Okay, I'm turning base.
Is there really a helicopter with us?
No,
I see it.
I didn't see one.
I see one, but maybe it doesn't have a tag. Maybe it's just scenery.
Because I own every plane in the sim, so I should be able to see everything.
I tried to fly that Bell earlier on, and that's quite difficult, isn't it?
Which one's that?
Yeah, that's
The Bell.
the new one that just came out in the sim marketplace.
No, it's on the Sabo. It's on the Menu, on the main menu.
What's the stall speed on this Bonanza?
Why are you asking?
Got curious.
Yeah, it's like
about 70 knots, something like that.
It's kind of
No,
the
I think
questions
with full flap, you've probably got a stall of around 55, I would guess.
Oh, geez, I do.
Maybe 60.
Thank you.
So, Mark, are you going to take a nice long break today so we can chat with the missus this month?
I love that laugh.
Stall speed in landing.
She was wonderful. I liked her.
Stall speed in landing configuration on the Beech G36 should be 61 knots.
Ah, perfect.
According to the DOH.
Okay, on to our next leg, guys. So, we're going to be departing here. We're going to overfly Iruma Aero Airport, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Romeo Juliet Tango Juliet. And then we're going to fly to Mount Fuji Gotemba Airport. You're going to need 5,500 feet initially, and then 4,500 to get over the two ranges of mountains that are ahead of us. And the airport itself is at 2,200 feet. It's quite hard to spot on, depending whether you've got any low cloud, depending on your settings. So let's head off, and we're in for some fantastic scenery, quite frankly. So is everybody down?
Yep.
Just got down myself.
So if we take off, it's a hard ride.
What's our heading out here, Mark?
Okay, so when we departing here, we're heading 222 degrees.
Correct.
9.8 nautical miles to overfly Iruma Aero Airport, and then we turn on a heading of 228 for Gotemba Airport, which is basically at the base of Mount Fuji.
Okay.
Roger.
So when you're ready, let's head out, guys.
All right. Full throttle. Here I go.
Let's rock and roll.
Release the brakes.
Just go half throttle.
It's
Yeah,
like
anybody can take off with full throttle.
I know.
yeah, it's like leaving the Battlestar Galactica.
One quarter speed. Full flaps, 1/4 speed. Try it.
Whoopsie. Airborne. Bye.
Under the bridge. Under the water.
And then hard ride.
Monkey's uncle.
Retracting flaps.
What I do? What did Unk Monkey do to attract
Nothing.
attention?
He did nothing. I'm just looking at names and
Okay. I was like,
trying
oh
to
my
figure out
God.
what they mean.
I was like, oh God, what I do?
Smart poker, what does that mean?
Who's flying that?
Smart poker? Smart poker was on the Andes flight yesterday.
7207 Romeo, Kilo Yankee.
Who's flying that fuel tanker that's over there on the side of the airport?
Everybody's disappeared.
Oh, guys, look, there's a little racetrack on the right-hand side.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
now I'm gonna have to go look for it.
Roger Romeo, Kilo Yankee.
Oh, little go-kart track.
What's really cool is to combine the two hobbies, the flight sim and the race sim, fly around and find the tracks and kind of like drive around them with the airplane and oh yeah, there is a little track there.
Ah, there we are. We're back again.
Yeah, Silverstone is manageable, I think, on this to fly around on the ground. Use a helicopter.
There's a nice Silverstone on FlightSim.2 to download.
Yeah, I downloaded
nice.
it, but I didn't look at it yet.
Somebody has a bush trip, well, so-called bush trip that is different tracks. It goes around to different tracks, and I haven't done it yet, but I want to. And then someone else on YouTube made a video where they came in and landed, and when they landed, it converted to the racing sim, and they drove a lap around the track, and then it converted back to the flight sim, and they took off again.
Fun.
It's probably the Nordschleife, wasn't it?
I'm waiting for the mod that lets you get out of your airplane,
into the car,
get into the car, and drive home.
Yeah, but that's Grand Theft Auto, huh?
That's called real life.
GTA, MSFS.
No, because I don't have a plane in real life.
Yeah, it combines all the games. You get out of the plane, steal the car from Grand Theft Auto, drive home, play Sims where you have to have a job and raise a family and pets and stuff.
You got carjacked to get the car. Right?
Yeah. And once you get home, you put on your meta glasses and then.
Exactly. You get home and you sit down and you play a game in VR. And it's just an endless loop.
That is called Matrix.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to leave VR.
And then you have to swallow the red or the blue pill. I don't know which one.
I'm gonna marry that. I'm gonna marry that Avatar girl. She's got it going.
But you have to pay, right? In the metaverse, nothing is free, huh?
I need somebody out to
from Los
integrate the
Angeles?
Matrix there. Mark Zuckerberg's already got enough money.
You think he could afford a better haircut?
Yeah, and a better some clothes also with some more colors.
I think the
Do one of you guys ever take a moment to appreciate the stitching and interior of some of these aircraft?
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
Not enough. I should
Just a
Especially when you're in VR, you push, you go really up close to the actual stitching. Look at the leather work.
Last time I did that, I ran into a mountain. No, you're right.
Aero today, Steve.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It looks cool. Well, there's not much stitching in this particular dashboard.
So, Steve, you're on, right? Is Steve here?
No, VR Flight Sim guy is not here now.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a minute ago.
No, he's not.
Nope.
I was just going to talk to him about. He is such a fan of doing 70 render scale in the OpenXR and then 100 in the game, and he sticks with it. And I must admit, things are quite smooth for me, but I find that my instruments are more clear in the cockpit if I turn up the OpenXR and turn down the game scale.
Yeah, that's what works for me too. Cause
that's
and I don't know if it was.
Yeah, but you need the graphical power to do it.
Yeah, so I got the 3090. So yeah.
Then you should do
I got
it
the
100.
3080 Ti, which is just as good as a 3090.
Then you should be able to
They
set it
say.
to 100 in OpenXR and 100 in the sim also, and that's the most clearest. But my GPU can't take that.
I actually found that it's clearer to turn it to like 150 in OpenXR and maybe like 70 in the game.
Yeah, my sim would freak out if I did that and demand, Xanax or something.
Looks as if we're just flying over a military base, guys. If anyone's interested.
Dakota, where you guys are?
Looks like it is. Flying
over
airbase.
Yeah, it's got both. This airport services both civil and military operations. At Gotemba, don't know if I mentioned, we're landing runway 20, which is more or less direct in.
Yeah.
And here's a quick question for you guys, the knowledgeable guys. Which country has no airport?
Vatican City.
The Vatican.
That's pretty good.
That's a good guess.
Yeah.
Andorra.
That's good, yeah.
Has Andorra got one?
Monaco.
Luxembourg.
Okay.
Yeah, Monaco has one.
Luxembourg is a little bit.
Vatican.
I know.
Luxembourg
Andorra, you
does
fly
have.
to Barcelona, don't you?
Now, does that count heliports?
Yeah, Monaco's got a heliport.
Yeah, I've been there a lot. Monaco. The helicopter is cheaper than the taxi.
I would think Vatican City has a heliport at least.
In Monaco, there is an heliport.
I'm doing this thing going from country to country and trying to land at the capitals.
Ah, nice.
And Andorra is a major thing. But I'm hoping that the volocopter might do it. Failing that, I've got the top rudder ultralight, which might be able to find a field somewhere in there. It's
For
crazy.
sure. The top rudder 103 Solo, one of my favorite aircraft, especially in VR. You can land in a few meters if you just stall just slightly above the ground and drop down.
Yeah,
top of
Well, no, Mark, you can land in a few meters.
Me too, but I have to call the helicopter people and so on.
I
think
can
you're doing
spread the aircraft
shenanigans
over
again,
several
Marky.
fields, but
I think you're doing a bit of shenanigans again. Look, there you go. Right at my wing.
I'm using the sun visor in the Caranado plane for the first time. Is helping. The sun is really low.
Yeah, I don't
Not
have a
landing at
visor in this.
Yokota, right?
I just noticed these airports that we're going by that we're not landing at, the airport markers are down at ground level.
Yeah,
Golf course below.
it's weird. No, we're not landing at Okinawa. We're overflying that. Sorry, at Uma Airport. We're overflying that, and we're going to Gotemba.
Gotemba sounds like an African airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does a little bit. It definitely, yeah. And that's at the foot of Mount Fuji.
Oh, nice.
Take off from Kilimanjaro, land at Gotemba.
Wow, that sun with the haze, that is getting hard to see.
Yeah, I can't.
It is really hard to see.
I could see Mount Fuji on my Mount Fuji
Yeah.
on my sort of screen with inside the aircraft, because obviously it's that, you know.
Oh yeah.
Night vision mode, but I can't actually see it outside the aircraft.
Me neither. Yeah.
You'll know it when you hit it.
Right, it's on the right. That shows red.
It'll take some paint off. Yeah, it'll knock some paint off the wing. Don't worry.
Well, one of the things to do here, guys, as we get towards Mount Fuji, have a look left and right at the scenery.
Yeah.
It's absolutely stunning here.
Yeah, definitely.
It is amazing.
Has everybody brought their skis to do some skiing on Mount Fuji?
Nice.
No, just the toboggan.
They'll be in the X-Cub.
I know golf courses around here, don't they?
Mark, are we privy to the next event flight information or not? Was that all under wraps?
No, not at all. The next flight is going to, I think it's the 12th of December. I'm not sure, I'll have to check the calendar, but I think it's 12th of December and it's Alaska.
Ah.
Brilliant.
Hurrah.
I have that Orbex Mesho. That's nice.
Yeah,
Gonna do pontoons or airstrips?
We're going to do airstrips, I'm thinking, but you might need a few skis. We're going to try a few unscheduled landings, not at airports.
I see you're going with the winter. I see you going with the winter theme there, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely.
I see a beautiful
I
bridge on the left there.
I was thinking of going to Lapland.
Christmas time?
I hear Mr. Watts licking his lips.
Oh, absolutely. I hope you're going to Kevik Camp in Alaska.
You want to get
check out the
ATC
bears
warning
again.
you with a sleigh at
Well,
12
Fog of War has been very helpful in giving me some suggestions for a route. Al, if you've got some suggestions, please drop them in the Discord. I'm not familiar with the area too much, and I would love some help finalizing a route.
Problem.
What will you be using? A Cub or something like that?
I'm thinking we're probably going to be in the Cub Cessna category, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Or the new Porter one.
Yeah, we haven't done a real stall challenge for quite a while, and I'm quite keen to get back to that. And January, guys, Smudger is working and come up with a draft route, and in January we're planning to being in Sumatra.
Wow.
Sounds good. Sumatra. Wow.
You have to bring my oils and creams.
I remember of nice aircraft in Papua from Orbex a few years ago. Maybe we'll fly one day there. Papua New Guinea.
I guess the good thing about this flight sim, Mark, is you're never ever going to run out of places to fly, are you?
Yeah, sure.
That's for sure. And then for February, which is all subject to change, of course, I am thinking about the ultimate fly-in test. Anybody guess where that is?
Nope.
Yukla?
Is it that?
The Alps.
St. Mark's.
Lupa, South Pole.
I know a really devious one is Nepal and the mountains of Nepal. There's some terrible landing strips in there.
Yeah, the air's so thin there as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think for very short hops, and they are very short hops, and stall landings, it's got to be Ohio.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fatalities on that one, Mark.
There is going to be a lot of fatalities, which will probably include me.
I'll have to take my life insurance out for that one.
Oh, I see Fuji here on the 2 o'clock.
Yeah, look at that. Just see the shadow of it, yeah.
I'm going to have to adjust the weather to get some better light on that.
Going back to the stitching in the car, don't you just love the way that the seat mats are always clean? They're certainly cleaner than my ones in my car.
Unless you're flying the Piper Arrow.
That's true.
You have the mod installed, clean interior.
Yeah, I love the attention to details. Brilliant.
The Pipers are gonna get a huge update also very soon, because it's kind of buggy since Sim Update 6. A few things glitches left and right, but not that breaks the plane that much.
I have to say, this is probably the best looking bit of scenery I've seen in one of these flights.
Yeah, it's amazing. Loving it.
Looks absolutely awesome.
Oh, you guys are much higher.
I am just skimming the top here. Wow.
I'm climbing from down below.
I went round.
I went under some 3 bridges already, so.
It is amazing.
This scenery now, as we're now hitting the deep gullies and ravines with the rivers in and what have you, truly stunning.
I just love the way the sun brings out all the contouring in the mountains. It really is fantastic.
With the mist and the fog over it.
I've got cloud and I can't see Mount Fuji clearly at all.
Skytrax, can you do some screenshots while you're flying?
I'm trying to line up a screenshot right now with Fuji and everybody.
Alexa, what time is it?
Like, I went down to sunrise time for a nice pinking up of the clouds.
I'm pretty sure I got live weather on.
Yeah, I have live weather also.
Well, when we get a little closer to the mountain alongside it, I'll have a good shot.
Should have taken the DC-6.
Even the Junkers would be lovely across here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but the Junkers are slow. It's really slow.
Very
More like
slow.
120 knots or something? Or even slower.
Yeah, but slower than
I'm going to circle back, get a better angle.
But it flies amazingly, Junkers. It's a dream to fly.
Lovely plane to fly.
I saw someone flying the Spit, but I had a couple of problems with the Spit. The oil tank goes out of the roof and my engine starts sputtering up.
Yeah,
if it's my problem, but,
that's the Spit. You have to treat her with a lot of respect and love, or she will punish you.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't have those problems like before, and now I have them.
Yeah, you just need to trim back on the
propeller. The propeller.
Prop lever.
Yeah.
The propeller, I think. Just trim it back to about 75%, and you're good to go.
Okay, so it's prop. Okay.
Yeah, you have to watch your boost and your manifold pressure a lot. If you do.
Yeah, but my boost is not too high, but I think I didn't mess with it properly. You know that's probably why.
Yeah, that changes the manifold pressure.
Yeah, if you're flying the Flying Irons one,
yeah,
if you keep it at about 2650, you'll be okay. And the other thing is on the left-hand side in the cockpit, there's that radio stack. If you hit the D key, it turns engine damage off.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's cheating.
I didn't know that. Okay, thank you.
I think it's an A, B, C, and D buttons, and you just press the D button and it turns engine damage off. But what I found is, if I stay at I don't go over 2650, then the engine's fine. Otherwise, I never complete a flight.
No, exactly. The engine will. The same with the Corsair. The Corsair is an amazing plane to fly, and it has the lots of in-depth systems and a lot of the damage stuff of it. But I just blew the engine yesterday, and oil spills all over my NFV, and I couldn't see shit.
Then it's really game over. The speed, if you throttle down and you keep the pressure low, it will recuperate. But the Corsair, no, that's
Corsair,
game over. Yeah.
And if you land too hard on the prop or anything, your prop will damage. I love that.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Realistic. It's amazing.
Guys, once you're over the high ground, you need to drop a bit like a stone here to get into the airport.
What is that plane you guys are talking about?
The Spitfire.
The Corsair.
The Corsair, yeah. Flying Iron Spitfire Mark 9.
But is that the Corsa that people are talking about?
No, that's another one.
Oh.
Yeah, I have the Flying Iron Spitfire, but what's the Corsa?
The Corsair is also now in the sim market. Before it was from, I think, Milvitz?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Milvitz, yeah.
Yes, I bought that one, but if you buy it in the store, the one problem with the store version is it doesn't have any weapons.
Oh.
Not that you use them, but you can like shoot your weapons and you can hear the sound.
You feel the nozzle flares. You have the nozzle flares also.
Yeah. Yes.
This might just be you guys not saying it with an American accent. Are we talking about the Corsair?
Yes.
Corsair, yeah. Corsair.
Okay. I'm sorry, I couldn't understand.
Guys, just to interrupt you. I'm being a Gran Turismo fan on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
I've just realised
there's a racetrack here.
Flying over.
There's a racetrack here.
It's right below us.
Yeah, I just passed it.
What is the track?
Mount Fuji. The Fuji circuit.
Oh, okay.
Yep, cheers, Mount Fuji.
Wow, I never realised it was there.
It's the name. It's in the name now, right?
Yeah. I just didn't realise that's where it was. That's absolutely amazing. That's by pure chance. I just saw that. I just caught the corner of my eye.
No, it may be probably my accent, but I'm from Holland, so probably the accent with the Corsair. But yes, the Corsair is in the sim market, and it's a great plane.
Yeah, I have it. I have it. I just didn't realize I had it because I wasn't understanding.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
But if you want the weapons and everything, you have to buy it outside the sim market, eh?
Yeah.
Which I did.
Okay.
I did.
Ah, nice.
Oh yeah, I've just flown straight over it. Okay, yeah, I've just.
I still want to do information flight with someone with the Spitfires or the Corsair, because that would be awesome. Like 10 Spitfires, 10 Corsairs flying information.
Why do we always have?
Are we landing here?
Yes. Oh yes, we're landing.
I finally changed the time of day because I could not see Mount Fuji no matter what I did.
Oh yeah, I've just seen it.
I had seen it pop up. I had to turn the time back to like 11 in the morning to be able to see it.
One of the biggest mountains in the world, and I've only just noticed it.
Runway 20, touchdown.
Is that a runway?
No, it's probably that big lump on your right.
Now on my left.
I couldn't see anything with the afternoon and the haze and the sunlight. I couldn't see anything.
Brake.
I'm way
too much
behind
time
you guys.
in third-person view, looking around, not concentrating on where I'm going.
Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind you guys. I was messing with my VR settings. I'm so far behind now that I don't even think I'm going to get a touch and go in.
Came in way too fast on that.
Yeah, I was right behind you. I was like, ooh, he's going in the bushes.
I've lost all my controls taking pictures.
I decided to do an experiment, and I switched from Steve's recommended 70 in OpenXR and 100 in the game back to my standard 150 in OpenXR and 100 in the game, and the cockpit is so much more clear.
Oh, not that again.
See a lot of bouncing going on.
Sorry guys, that's me going the wrong way on the runway.
How dare you?
Okay,
if I'm not bouncing, I'm not landing.
You're not alone, Mark. You're not alone.
For this airport, guys, we are gonna backtrack to runway 20 for departure, just so everybody knows.
Does anyone have more information on the oh, my engine just got out. Sorry, wait a minute. More information on the Charlie water pedals. I see something from coming that they are in Q1 or something, like March. But is there more? Does anyone have more information on that one?
The last update I had from Honeycomb was exactly that.
Oh,
that it's probably gonna. I don't think we're actually gonna get them in our hands till about April.
Yeah.
And we're gonna face the same problem again, which is open for pre-order, close in an hour, and you know only X number is going to be available.
Yeah, but there is like a flight web shop in Holland here, and I can pre-order there already. But I'm like, I don't know if they will get it, and Aerosoft is not providing it now, so I'm not keen on pre-order yet. But I do want it because I'm flying with like a button now, and my water pedals are like buttons, so I don't have any control over it. So if I'm flying the Spitfire and I'm trying to take off, well, it doesn't go well.
I'm using
That's going to be very difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, the Spitfire is not easy to take off. I
Same
don't
with
have
the Corsair.
I use the airbus stick as a rudder.
I have no problem landing them, but taking off.
Same. Landing is not a problem, but taking off and try to. I don't know. Think you have water pedals, right, Mark? But I do. It's even harder because you don't have any control over the water. So it's just full 100% water all the time.
Well, the Thrustmaster should be better, but they're like €500, and you can get them anywhere because they're expensive, of course.
Yeah. I have the Thrustmaster.
I have everything from Honeycomb, and I'm like, if I'm gonna buy water pedals now for like 130, the Logitech ones for €200 or €130, I think 130. Then I buy them, and like in 4 or 5 months, maybe Charlie comes out, and then I'm gonna buy the Charlie, so I have 2 water pedals. Yeah, you know, it seems like a waste of money.
Yeah, I've still got my old CH pedals.
I have
those. Use the Thrustmaster pedals. I don't see any point in changing.
But if you have pedals, why change it? But I don't have any, so.
Yeah. I know some of the new are coming with load cells, aren't they? So they're a little bit more reactive as opposed to HAL units.
I spotted the airport at the last second because I was so far behind you guys. I decided to just land. I forgot to put my gear down.
It's overrated.
You don't need gear.
I'm sitting on my belly in the middle of the runway.
Then you press Y, Y, and then you go recover.
Yeah. Quick way to stop.
Yeah, I did stop very quickly.
If you find it in the Corsair, you will not make it. Your pop will die.
Yeah, then it's finished.
So Y, and then how do I gain altitude?
F4.
Okay.
Yes.
Keep it pressed, and then it will gain altitude. But if you do that in the Hawk, all the systems are fucked. They don't come back online.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Hey, it works. You can fly, but there's no flaps and no gears.
all your gauges go off as well, didn't they? Yeah, I found out the other day. Right, guys, I've got to go. Thanks for the little trip. Unfortunately, real life has got in the way, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Take it easy, mate.
Till next time.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Right, next leg, guys, is a touch and go. Runway 33 left. It's at Suzuka Shi Airport. Romeo Juliet Sierra Zulu. Course is 230 degrees. It's 25 nautical miles. And when you're ready, let's head off runway 20.
So we're going to be looking for the motorbike track nearby.
And you're going to be looking for altitude of 4,500.
Yeah, the runway's blocked at the moment.
Yeah.
We have a bus in the way.
To drop 2 guys, this console just isn't playing tonight, so have a good flight, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Yep.
Cheers.
See you later. Bye.
Cheers.
Gripsy 77 rolling.
I'm gonna check my fuel also.
You guys will catch up. I'm in an M20 all ovation, so.
You know what I don't understand about the DA62 is when I take off, if I lose altitude at all, the voice says, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, right? But I'm coming in for a landing with my gear not down and it doesn't say anything. It doesn't seem right.
It's got ordnance switched off by then.
They want to sell you spares.
There's my wingman, Crummy Breads.
Someone's in the trees.
Yeah, I'm around, mate. I keep trying.
For those that started at 2:30, what is the time now?
It's 3:56.
Okay.
Is
tried to.
Is that local time?
Yeah,
local.
I've got. Are you 3:56? I think. Okay, I've got 3:33.
And I'm at 4:02.
And the Caranado digital watch is not working properly.
I got 3:21 in mine.
There's some kind of space-time continuum problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to synchronize watches before we start.
Must have gone through out.
It's the radiation.
Local.
Having 356 too.
There's 2 votes for 356.
Yeah.
Doesn't make Fiji look superb. It's like just turned around by it. Amazing, covered in snow. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, you need a fairly steady climb here. Because the ground rises up with you.
I'm just not going to go over those mountains. I'm going to go around them.
Yeah.
That jet is very maneuverable.
Trying to reach the top of Mount Fuji, that's really difficult.
Are we going up there?
Nope.
Roger Romeo, Kilo Yankee.
Don't tease.
On a heading of 250, yeah?
Heading off
230.
230. We're now going to head away from the high ground and we're going to head over the coast.
400 feet.
Somebody's not getting enough oxygen by the sounds of things.
Oh, sorry.
Close a little window from the plane, because it's only 5 degrees outside.
Or enough coffee.
Yeah, I have push to talk on, but I keep it down so much that I managed to yawn while I had it down.
That was your chin that set it off, yeah?
No dogs barking yet, though.
True. There are dogs here. So I wish I could remember the name of the plane, so this would actually be useful information, but just a couple of days ago I watched an AvAngel review of a little light jet, they call it. They were...
The FG-22.
Yeah, that was superb, that was.
Yeah, I have it also.
And I got it. It was $7 American.
Yeah, true.
And it's so fun.
Here you go, SimHanger. You're 3 o'clock.
If anyone is like interested in like the engineering behind planes, there is a channel on YouTube called Real Engineering, and they have some videos on the 787, I think, no, the Dreamliner, sorry, the Dreamliner, and also some videos on some the F-35 and some other jets, and they have like really in-depth videos on how the engineering went to those planes, because the Dreamliner is an all carbon plane, almost 50% composite, and if you like the engineering behind planes, go watch that. It's like 30-40 minutes and it's amazing. The guy is amazing at telling stories about the engineering behind stuff. I study engineering and it's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, there's even some aeronautical engineers that say I learned more on that watching those YouTube videos than 4 years of school.
I'm not an aeronautical engineer, just non-mechanical engineer, but
yeah, me too.
Somebody's flying around me. I can't see the label, but it looks to me like you got your gear down.
I used to make parts for the A380 landing gear.
The A380.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm waiting for that one.
Not me.
Part of the universal choice
me.
on the landing
Thanks
gear.
for noticing.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the general aviation planes more than all the commercial airliner jets.
I love the fly-by-wire A220 Neo.
Yeah, the sounds are very nice. It's all very authentic, the wheels and everything. It's amazing.
I can't wait for the A380 for when it gets out, but I don't know when the release date is, if they have announced anything more about that.
I don't have any information about that also.
Mark, do you know more about the A380?
The fly-by-wire one?
Yes.
That one.
I've played around with it. I wouldn't class myself as particularly knowledgeable or anything on it.
You've done more than we have, probably.
Yeah, I've spent quite a bit of time in the CRJ, and of course the DC-6 has been occupying me for some time now.
Yeah, the DC-6 it's one of my favorite planes all time.
Yeah, I absolutely love it.
Yeah,
It's
I flew one
amazing.
in Alaska a few years ago.
It's only had a problem yesterday that the I think it's engine number 1, the most left engine. It wouldn't start on me, not even with the control E, nothing. Wouldn't start.
Huh. Maybe your finger was broken. You broke your finger.
No, I didn't.
Okay, Bo, just buzzing me there in the B58. How you doing? And you've still got your gear down.
One question: can you change the designation of your call sign? I don't like being crummy bread.
I don't know.
Is that on your Microsoft account or just on Discord?
Microsoft.
You can you get one change free, and after that it costs you about $8 US.
Okay.
So how do I change it?
Go to Microsoft account.
Don't change it. We like it. That's you. That's you.
Well, I got my tail designation as G.I. Joe, but I can't stand crummy bread.
Why did you pick it then?
Yeah.
I didn't. The guy that installed Flight Sim for me just set it up.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Does he not like you?
Does he not like you?
He doesn't anymore.
We're never going to trust your sandwiches.
Did he serve you some toast? Did you serve him some toast for doing that?
Listen, that guy. If you talk about a nerd, he's nerd class 4.
We're all nerds.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
No, you guys are pilots.
Show me a flight
this guy
simmer
is
who's
weird.
not a nerd. I'll show you a faker.
So I've got a quick question for any T1 Hawk owners out there.
Yes.
Has anyone got the Just Flight T1 Hawk?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, great. I'd like to put this out there because I've got a bit of an issue. So I've got the latest version, 1.2, I think it is now.
Yeah, 012. Yes.
Yeah. So basically, when I'm flying along full power, sort of 3,000 to 7,000 feet, flat out, and then suddenly I get this buffeting turbulence sound, and it lasts for about 30 seconds, and it comes and it goes and it comes back and goes. Does anyone else notice that?
But that's
it never did it on version 1.
Probably buffeting turbulence.
Yeah, but if you're pushing the engine too much, it's overheating, and then it starts complaining.
Well,
it's going to break up.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just my flying style then, yeah?
Air cavitation going into the intake for the speed.
Because it almost sounds as if it's a sound sample loop,
Does it make if you change your air pressure or your air density?
Are we landing at Chimazuka?
No, this is touch and go, guys.
Okay. Anyway, all right. Okay, so it might just be me. So thanks a lot anyway.
Yes. I see two sea vessels from Orbix or seafront simulations here on the lake. That's nice.
Oh, it's touch and go runway 30. No.
Oh, we are here already. Ooh.
Touch and go 33L, 33 left. I've just had to do a go around. I'm just trying to get down so I can. Whoops, so I can capture you guys doing your magnificent touch and goes.
Oh, okay, so we'll go around.
And they are so magnificent.
I just.
What's the approach? 33.
33 left, yes.
Okay.
Over the water and back in.
I'm doing 15 right, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, aren't there several people doing the opposite?
They are.
The SimHanger, we're gonna crash.
It's a stunt show.
Whoa. Brake, otherwise I'll end up in the water.
Might as well turn on ATC.
Sven, they're going to file a report on you. You just caused a bunch of crashes.
Sorry. I told you which way I was coming from.
As you were doing it. Now that I'm on the runway, I would like to announce that I am coming from the opposite direction.
I even have my landing lights on and everything, beacon lights, you should see me.
That's not the first time, is it, Sparky?
Nope.
The airliner's coming in at 33 right, so beware.
Boulder Sim, nice one.
Accurate, so I'll come again.
Sparky Sven, here you come again.
Oops. Almost crashed to the other one.
Maybe I'll try to remember to put my gear down this time.
Always helps.
Whoa! Somebody just did a nose over.
Ooh. If you do it a hawk, you have to buy it again, huh? Whoa.
Crossing, nice. Crispy 77, nice one.
Cripsy, not crispy.
I was talking about your landing.
Romeo Center Sierra Papa Alpha Romeo Kilo Yankee is type 1 miles northwest of Romeo Juliet Sierra Zulu 400 feet. Request
Tunesy,
flight
nice
following.
one. And
Thank
Skytracked.
That was not butter, but margarine.
That's fine.
Yeah, we can't believe it was butter.
I'm just admiring the cricket ground there.
A slight little bounce. I'll take it.
Guys, we're only touch and go here, and then we are heading on to Shizuoka, Romeo Juliet November Sierra. Your heading is 240 degrees, 21 nautical miles, and we're doing a full stop landing runway 30, and we need to climb to 1500 for this leg. So, has everybody done a touch and go, or? Oh, Al, what are you doing?
I'm working on it.
I landed.
Nice recovery. Crummy bread.
I landed the last
Nice
one, so I did a full landing.
And Aiden, Bakerfly, nice one. I think the Aiden, we're seeing him as a jet. He's actually in the F-14.
Is he the one showing up F-22?
Sorry, F-22.
Okay, because the F-14 I have that loaded, so I should see it, and I don't see it.
Yeah, no, F-22.
Okay.
I stand corrected.
No, he's blocking the runway.
I'm just soaking up the geography of this place. There used to be a big port here, so.
The sounds that are coming from this are amazing. The sounds of, let's sound like Stuka dive bombers. The sounds are amazing listening to this. Just propeller aircraft diving, it's amazing.
Spitfire gone.
Sorry, Mark, what runway are we going into now?
We are. Yep, and it's runway 30. For a full stop landing at the next airport.
Okay. Fly by, Sparky Sven. Close your ears.
And we're more or less going along the coast, so you only need about 1500 for this altitude, 1500 for this leg.
Well, I don't know if anyone's got live weather on, but there seems to be some heavy clouds building to my left.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, just saw them.
What's the heading?
243.
Thank you.
Ah. Does everybody see the windmill here in this next town, or is that part of one of my add-ons? I mean, not windmill, but wind turbine.
Yeah, I can see that.
I see it.
No, there's quite a lot of wind turbines over the next two legs in the scenery, and they're all default. It's amazing. And if it's at night, they've got some lovely red lights on them. The only problem is they float above it.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly through the blades.
I'm just passing what looks to be a generic football stadium or some sort of stadium. Looks a bit Legoland, but
I'm back, guys. My X56 was giving me camera issues with my little joystick on the side of the stick.
Oh, made it through the blades.
No, I haven't seen that.
Knew you could do it.
I haven't seen that wind turbine yet.
no, I'm looking out for it as well.
Because it's
On the
right on the
hilltop?
ground coast.
Is it on the
hilltops?
Just
it's
where
on the coast.
Just
It's
where the
what?
river comes into the
It's
coast.
right on the water.
Not on the coast.
Way up there.
If you have gamer tags turned on, I'll go back. I'm Unk Monkey.
Yeah, I've got my gamer tags turned on.
I got you, Monkey. 11 o'clock.
So now I'm heading back to the wind turbine.
Palmerhide, I'm right above it now, if you can see my name tag.
Oh, yeah, no, you guys are quite far
I
ahead.
see it.
of the lot of us,
Yeah.
Aiden just went
Mouth
through
of the river there.
Aiden just went through the turbine in his airliner.
Oh yeah, copy that. I can see the wind turbine. Yeah, I'm on it now.
Tell me, has anybody got the Turtle Beach Velocity 1 yet?
No.
No.
Everyone's waiting for you,
Mark does.
I've
Do
got
you
it
have
on.
it, Mark?
I've got it on order. I'm hoping to get it next week.
Oh,
But I know that Hudson's received his, and I'm green with envy.
I had my wife try and order it this morning, and she's on notification status.
you won't agree with envy if it's really disappointing.
Still be green with envy.
I hope Mark is playing with his today and figuring it out and make us a good video on it.
It's the only yoke with a rudder, isn't it, built in? That's why I'm waiting for it.
I'll definitely do a video on it once I get it. Hudson has had a quick look. He's generally very positive about it. I think my biggest concern, because it's designed by one of the chief engineers from the SATEC days, are really the throttles, and whether they're that loose throttle that's so common with the SATEC throttle. Not my favorite. And I've been spoiled because I'm flying with the honeycomb throttle and yoke.
Yeah, me too. I'm using it all day, every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
You have to
Also,
stick.
the Airbus add-on kit thing, throttle.
Yeah, those are all in stock. Yeah, you should just go and buy it. But I never really fly the Airbus that much.
I got the T-Flight Hocus, and it's. I ended up sticking some draft excluder brush down the sides of the throttle just to give it some resistance to stop it flapping around.
So when I'm flying the DA62 is a stick plane, so I'm using my HOTAS throttle, but my yoke throttle is I have a honeycomb yoke, but I have a Logitech throttle quadrant with the 3 controls on it, and I thought that was basically the SciTech one, and
That
I
is
don't
the SciTech one.
I don't find I'm doing the throttle right now. It's not loose at all. It's got just enough resistance.
You've probably dropped some coins down there or something.
Or some crumbs, breadcrumbs.
Bread crummy.
Yeah.
Crummy bread.
Don't get on the bread thing again.
or maybe it was because it's a newer generation or something, because I only got this within the last 6 months.
Have you tried the honeycomb throttle?
No, I had the honeycomb yoke, and I looked at my desk space that I had left, and I just did not have the desk space for it. So I got a separate trim wheel and this Logitech throttle quadrant, and they all fit, much better than making room for the Bravo.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Have you tried a throttle in a real aircraft?
No.
Because there's quite a lot of resistance.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And it's that realism, I suppose, I'm looking for.
Yeah, see, I find it stiff enough because it's actually stiffer than the throttle I have. It's than the throttle I have on the HOTAS, which is too loose.
Come on, children, grow up.
Yeah, never.
Hudson on the stream says that he heard the magic words Velocity 1 and the push-pull throttles, because it's got both. It's got the vernier throttles and the ones on top for multi-engine or for airliners. He says the push-pull throttles are fantastic.
Hello, Mark. I've just joined because I thought it was ignorant for me not to join.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Welcome.
Oh,
Hey, just on the Velocity 1, the push-pull ones have fantastic resistance. It feels like you're flying in a real Cessna. Really good.
What the attraction to me of that unit was that it had both kind of throttles.
Yeah, you can use 4-engine throttles, but I just use the Cessna control because I love flying the Cessna, so I'm just using them for the moment. But they are.
Any good?
Can you change the amount of resistance, or you can't?
Not that I know of. I've not looked into it. Not according to the manual. It's a very basic manual, but I'm going to try and contact them to see if I can change resistance. The yoke itself has a detent, so be aware of that, so it springs back to the centre. But I'm used to that with the Logitech flight yoke system.
Does the honeycomb have a detent?
Nope.
Yes. Yeah, at the end,
It doesn't have a detent.
It does have.
At the end, yeah. So for the reversers, you have a detent to push it, pull it over it.
You mean the throttle?
You mean the throttle?
Yeah.
No.
The throttle has a detent, but the yoke doesn't have a detent.
No, the yoke, no, the yoke, no. So.
No, sorry, not a
Hudson
detent.
said the
It's got a very
yoke on the
definite
Turtle Beach
centre.
had a detent.
Okay, Mark and guys, Doberman, I'm going to have to drop out because I've just crashed the desktop. Really enjoyed the flight.
No worries, mate.
Thanks very much for joining us.
Basically, that means your PC's overheated. Never mind.
Yeah, you have an Intel,
Take this opportunity to have a little break. Cheers.
Cheers.
Take
Thanks
it
for
easy.
joining.
Bye.
See you later.
Are we going to overfly here, Mark?
This is a landing here.
Thank you.
This is the landing?
Yeah, it's a landing, and I've just missed the
Landing. Okay. With all the talking and the yapping.
Are you planning any kind of break here, Mark? 5 minutes or something, or?
Yeah, we can do, no problem.
Okay,
I mean, it's a.
Get a second beer.
I'll do it whether anybody else does or not, but I can catch up if you guys go.
I think it's a toilet break and a beer beverage break pop up, isn't it?
The sun is coming down, though. You have to hurry up.
Yeah.
VR an hour and a half. I need an
Getting dust now.
We're slaves to the sun in this sim.
Yeah, the sun is definitely going down.
Okay, touchdown almost.
Gear is down, is it?
Gear check, yes.
It was not. Oh! Sometimes you hit it and it goes down and comes right back up.
Oh, I've got a fellow Spitfire in front of me. I can see. Whoever that is.
Those trees are deceptive, aren't they? In front of it.
Mark, coming back to the throttle discussion from just a few minutes ago, you actually picked a perfect time for this kind of airplane because my honeycomb throttle just arrived this week.
Ooh.
It's
nice.
Very nice.
You won't be disappointed.
No.
That's for
No,
sure.
you won't.
Definitely.
I don't want anything else. I have the Thrustmaster Airbus throttle with all the options also, and I never use it. It sucks compared to the honeycomb one.
I've got the handles for the A320 for the honeycomb. They're also very good.
Yeah, they're very good. Yeah.
Are they?
I've heard that the honeycomb was gonna make a new yoke after the upgrade the alpha yoke with like the starter that it swings back when you go from magnetos to both and then to start it swings back, and they could make a new like system with the yoke that it's more accurate or something?
That's correct. That's exactly what they're doing, and it's gonna be Xbox compatible as well.
And that's the Bravo one. You can hook it up to that one to make it compatible.
Yeah, there's going to be like a link box, and you'll connect to the link box to connect. Okay, guys, we're going to take a very short break, literally 2 to 3 minutes, and then we'll be back to it.
All right.
When we take off here, which way are we going to head out?
I'm going to put some name tags on.
30.
I'm gonna turn my lights in the dashboard and everything on because it's getting dark.
Yeah, my lights have come on automatically, unless they were already on, I think.
Which one does that automatically? I never had any plane that does that automatically.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, maybe they were already on. I just didn't really notice until it was getting dusk.
I think it was that. Okay, gonna get some more beer.
Hey. Well, that explains a lot.
It's amazing how good people's landings become since the start of Mark's, live streams. People are landing a lot better.
Yeah, well, depends how much beer they've had, I guess.
It helps to turn off the crash damage.
The more beer you have, the less fearless you get, I guess. More fearless you get.
Has any of you guys got the FS realistic audio add-on?
I put that in a couple of days ago, Al.
Pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just I don't spend enough time inside the cockpit to hear it.
Yeah, bit novelty that one for me, but don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's good fun.
Yeah, no, it is. You're right.
No, I think it's large coagulation of aircraft down here, boys.
I think it's actually really good. Although I found out the hard way that the sneeze is on by default. So as I was advancing the throttles on the Seneca, taking off, suddenly the guy goes, "Achoo!"
Yes,
and scared the snot out of me.
See, stuff like that would annoy me after a while, because I just would know when it was coming, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
But the buffeting, the wind buffeting, and the buffeting really creates the wind buffeting creates a really more immersive experience. Really feel it.
Yeah, that's very good. It'd be interesting to see a lot more sound. I don't know how much memory it takes to do it, but it'd be nice to have something like like a stewardess asking the captain like a coffee or something. I don't know. That takes a lot.
Or beer.
Yeah, that's right.
And everyone just moved their ailerons. I just want to see if it does it actually show up. Everyone twiddle their ailerons. I can't see. Ailerons. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm twiddling mine.
No, I can't see any movement. No. Okay.
Mine are good.
Okay, we're back.
The clouds is nice with the sunset. Wow.
Yeah, looks beautiful.
And I got a chrome livery on my plane, so it's shiny.
I've got my time at just about 4 in the afternoon at the moment.
I'm 20 minutes behind you, Mark. Yeah. Sorry, 20 minutes ahead of you, so it's a bit more dusk for me.
4:24.
16:14. That'll do, won't it?
Actually, I might just wind that back actually while we're here, just to give myself a bit more daylight.
Ah, that's cheating.
Yeah, I know. 16:31, 16:10.
So next is
gonna
heading
go
271
night
or no 240.
Now the next heading is 271.
Yeah, okay.
But we overfly the airport. We're not landing, and then we're gonna go to the last leg in this event, which is Romeo Juliet Oscar Echo.
Aquino Aero. Yeah.
Aquino Aero, and we're landing runway 31.
I've got dust on the grass on this. I've never seen that before.
Oh, I've seen that.
The dust particles, yes, as if the plane developer implemented it, you can see it.
On a DA62,
What altitude
I've
we need,
never
Mark?
seen it.
What altitude would you suggest?
Okay, for this one, again, the whole route can be flown at 1,500 feet or higher. I'd recommend 1,500. You get a look at some of the scenery. We're going to be flying over some of the sea, and we'll see a lot of the small islands and this sort of thing. Really quite scenic, and lots of wind turbines too.
And Hamamatsu is the hometown of Yamaha motorbikes.
Aha.
Oh, very interesting.
And they're also making an electric one.
Yeah. I prefer the RDLC for the moment.
Right, are most of us back, are we?
Yep.
Okay, so let's head off. We just take off the same way that we landed, guys. So taking off from runway 30, and let's head on. We're going to overfly Hamamatsu Aero, and then on to Aquino Aero, altitude 1500, landing runway 31, Aquino Aero.
Roger.
Let's go.
Okay. Full throttle.
Yeehaw!
VR is amazing. I've actually got my head out the window like a dog. Just try it. Try it. Taking
But that only works if you got your tongue out.
And then your face is full of beer.
Flies in my teeth, yeah.
Or bugs.
Oh, bugs, yeah, that's for motorcycle people.
Makarabo, I'm right behind you.
Oh, some lovely generic terminal graphics there. Gotta love the generic stuff.
At least it runs smoothly.
Yeah, that is right. That is right.
The sim is so rock solid now, I love it.
It's getting better, isn't it, guys? It's getting better every month, bit by bit, slowly but surely.
It is.
Me as a top AMD system, I could only fly like 15 to 30 minutes stops, and then I'd crash the desktop non-stop, and now with Sim Update 5, boom, my world changed.
Yeah, same as me, but then I got an NVIDIA card and it's even better.
I've been adding cards, USB hubs, which I still use, it makes it more stable, but I was trying everything possible, and I'm an IT pro as a job, so I was like, what the hell? Early adopter.
This is an amazing view. I'm taking external view here. All the labels. Oh, it's fantastic.
The sun is almost finished, eh?
Yeah.
Guys, for the love of God, when is it coming to Flight Simulator? The flyby view.
Well, they've got in the update on Thursday, which is Sim Update 7, they've got the replay feature.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to do anything in terms of the cameras, because the flyby you can get, but you have to manipulate the drone camera.
Yeah, I know, Mark. It's a pain in the ass. I tell you what, I want them to do.
That is exactly what it is.
So I fly with an Xbox controller. I just find it's easy. And quite sensitive and responsive, but you know the top the middle left hand button where you can change view from inside to outside.
Yes.
I would like them to implement a third view. You know, so you press it 3 times and you have so the third option is a flyby view. before it
be
takes
amazing.
before it takes you back inside the cockpit again.
Right.
Because X-Plane's flyby view is second to none.
Yeah. Or even a drop camera view, you know?
So SU7's coming out this coming Thursday?
It is.
Yeah, the
And,
18th, I think, also, eh? No?
Yeah, it's Thursday the 18th. With it is an optional to upgrade to DX12.
Right.
Interesting.
If your sim crashes because of DX12, then when it reboots, it will default back, I believe, to DX11.
That's what I understand
which is
also.
good.
Yeah.
Ray tracing is not part of this update, guys. The replay feature will be under the developer mode as a beta, if you like. They'll also be adding the 5 new aircraft, 9, I think, airports, including, and then to purchase will be the Reno Air Races expansion, coming in 2 forms.
60 euro for the full, yeah.
Yeah, 60 euro for the full, and I think 20 euro for the expansion pack. And they also, and this is one thing that will really interest me, they are fully, well, not fully, but there's quite an overhaul to the weather system.
That's new. I didn't know that.
So the
No, that sounds like a sim break.
yeah. Because the weather system is just perfect. How can they?
Well, I'm shocked you say that. All you need is a seat belt and a crash helmet. You'll be fine.
So you just said a bunch of really good stuff. I hadn't been following Sim Update 7 because I figured, well, we'll see what it has when it gets here. But you said 9 new aircraft. Is that separate from the Reno races?
No, there's 5 new aircraft.
Oh, okay,
5
5
new aircraft.
Yeah, we're all
which
going to
they-
get 5 new aircraft free.
Yeah,
And what are they?
Which includes the Pilatus PC-12. It includes the
With 18 Hornet. Yeah.
Is it
nice?
F-18 Hornet?
Yeah. Yes.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I can't recall offhand. I did a video on it.
That's the one that was gonna come with the Top Gun thing, but that got delayed. But we're gonna get the plane now.
Okay, so we get the plane now.
Yes,
The
yes.
whole Top Gun
But
thing comes later.
No. The carrier thing, that's later. I don't think that's gonna be included yet.
Okay.
That's gonna be when the movie really releases, Top Gun 2.
Okay. Oh, well, that's fantastic. Yes, it probably will break. There's a lot of changes, so probably will break things, but that's exciting stuff.
Yeah, a couple of new handcrafted airports, a couple of cities that will now get photogrammetry, and so on. So yeah, interesting stuff.
And they've really downplayed the effect of DX12, right? They haven't really promised any.
No, they're just gonna add it as a possibility API, but they're not
Yeah.
gonna do any kind of improvements yet. It's just the toolbox is there, and then it's up to them and the developers to try to use it, and then and then they're gonna just like a test box, a sandbox, and if it fails and it crashes the desktop, you can always turn it off, and it just will take time and effort for Asobo, Microsoft, and all the developers to really absorb DirectX 12 possibilities, and they will just optimize it, and then they will add features like DLSS or all the other things, ray tracing. That's in the toolbox that can be used. But I doubt that's going to be useful.
Just for clarity, guys, ray tracing is not in the DirectX 12 toolbox. That's
not?
my understanding, Sparky. But DirectX 12 enables that technology to be applied, whereas DirectX 11 doesn't.
Yeah, that's true.
I
That's
stand
what I'm
to be
saying. Yes.
corrected on it.
No.
That's my understanding. I hope they don't bring ray tracing now to the sim. I'm pretty sure they won't. They've not mentioned it. If they do, let me tell you, you put ray tracing on, your FPS will crash and VR will be a nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think that's gonna be a thing that you can toggle on or off.
No, and you know, implementing ray tracing, think about how many games have got ray tracing. There only a few AAA games, maybe 30 or 40, actually currently have ray tracing. And that is because that ray tracing in the graphics engine is part of the core sim. of the core program. So they would have to rewrite a large portion of Microsoft Flight Simulator for that. And I don't think they're going to do that.
That sounds like a ball ache, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's on the list. It shows under investigation, so it can take forever.
Yeah. I think ray tracing may well come.
But the
I think
DLSS will be more important.
I am not sure DLSS will ever come, to be honest, because of the impact. And the problem with DLSS is it's NVIDIA only.
Yeah, true, but that's the only thing that you have to have if you want to use the Pimax or the Vario. You need to have RTX NVIDIA. AMD is out.
Yeah.
That's why I'm upgrading, but I'm gonna wait for the RTX 4090.
Just to finish off, I don't want to bore everybody, but just so everybody understands what DX12 is, it's not a single program. It's an application program interface at a lower level than what DX11 is, and all it does, DX12 in itself does nothing, but it's got a number of commands. Like for us older people, we'll all remember 3D Direct Draw and all that. Well, it still includes all those, but what it does do is it can allocate on the fly data flow between the GPU and the CPU far more effectively than what DX11 can, freeing up resources, and therefore you can do a whole lot more with your program. And then it can draw in the different applications of DirectX, such as your rendering and so on and so forth. The one thing about ray tracing is also not a single application, but a whole range of different applications to give you ray tracing. And it's not inconceivable that they could implement things like refraction and that type of thing on reflections and so on. They could implement that gradually over a period of time, and that to me would be a more sensible way of doing things. But in terms of ray tracing with this update, forget it, guys. It's not there, and Asobo's never mentioned it up to this point.
I hope they use the extra cores like me I have with my Ryzen 9 5900X, and also the Alder Lake people. They can really utilize the CPU power that has all these extra cores. I hope they can use that with the DirectX 12 to take some load off the GPU. I hope they can do this.
So on the Reno Air Race stuff, is there a way to see it or try it without buying the...
I don't think so, no. You have to buy the cheapest one, which is like you have classes of the planes. You can just buy the DLC, the cheapest one. I think it's €20. And then you can buy every plane separately if you do want it. Or you buy a full class and then it includes all the planes in that class. And then, or you buy the full one, which is €60, which is the cheapest. If you eventually upgrade it piece by piece, you will be paying more. So depending what you want.
So what is it? Is it just planes, or is it courses and rules?
There's one racetrack included, and they're gonna do a lot of extra changes within the sim, and hopefully they will optimize and solve all the issues with the multiplayer one. So they will also have like the vortex, the drag. If you fly really behind somebody else, that's in a racing for a car slipstreaming. That's a good thing, but for planes it's negative because you're in the turbulence. So you can really get out of balance and worse, like in Top Gun, I'm flying in a jet wash. Engine 1 is out, and then stuff like this. That's all gonna be possible.
And that will be implemented regardless of whether you get the Reno.
That's what I understand. All these implementations, what's been programmed for the DLC Reno, it will automatically become available within the sim itself. So if you fly behind other people, like now we're doing right now, you will bring yourself in danger. Also, if you pull too high G's, the screen will go gray. If you keep pulling, it will go black, and then eventually you will lose control of your aircraft. But I also think that's something that the developers of the planes that are already on the market, it's like the dust particles and the water particles and so on, they need to implement that stuff in their planes. So eventually all the updates will be coming out for these extra feature sets.
Guys, just a quick one if I can. Just have a look at the scenery here.
Yeah,
it's absolutely stunning.
I talk too much, sorry.
No,
No, not at all.
It's getting
part Welsh.
It's stunning.
It's a little getting a little dark.
Beautiful sky.
Is Reno coming to Xbox 2?
Yeah, normally it is, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. And the good thing, if you do buy the Reno pack, all those aircraft you can fly in free flight in the sim.
Yeah, and there are lots, and they're very high detail texturing, insanely wow. So I think they're well worth the money. If you see like one plane, the Arrow of the Hawk, whatever, is like €40. So if you calculate that, €60, and you get like how many planes? It's insane how much planes you get.
I know nothing about air racing. Are all the planes going to be very similar to each other then?
No classes. There are like 3 classes. You have the jets,
okay.
you have the fast propeller ones, and the really fast propeller ones are like 3 different classes, or even 4. I don't remember exactly.
Imagine the physics engine is going to be the same for all of them, though. Not for each class. I'd imagine. So if you fly the jet, each jet will probably have the same feeling.
Yeah.
And and so on and so forth.
Well, normally it's based on the real planes in real life. They custom made them, so they copied everything down to the handling and everything, the inside, everything custom made. It's also been implemented in those planes. So,
Mark, are you going to do a video on this?
For sure.
Yeah, I'd have to do a video on it, but to be honest, I'm going to buy the €20 pack initially, just to see what it's like.
And that's coming out on Thursday?
The 18th normally, yeah?
The 18th, okay.
Yeah.
I've missed all of that, to be honest.
But then, Mark,
the nice thing is you get a P-51 out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
What?
Yeah.
I heard the F-18, but
P-51 Mustang, the T6 Texan is in the Reno.
Albatross.
It's a lot of planes. It's like 4 planes per class, and I think there are 3 or 4 classes. So it's a lot.
I don't know anything about them, so I assumed they were special racing planes, that they weren't from normal models. So I want the P-51.
Well, there's 4 different classes of racing planes that you can race, and each class has about 8 different liveries.
Also, yeah.
So I think that's what you do, is you do it like stock car racing, is you gather a group of 8 people on a race, and everybody pick a different livery, but same plane, like all P-51s or what have you.
Yeah, they're basically the same models, the P-51s across the board, but they have different configurations on the interior layouts as well.
And that's all just going to be in the sim market?
It's part of the Reno Air Races pack itself.
It will be on the...
Yeah, it'll be on the marketplace.
Okay, okay. Copy, yeah.
So, Mark, if you end up liking it, will you just go ahead and get the €60 one then? Because that's probably cheaper than buying all the planes and adding them to
it
the
is cheaper,
€20
yes.
Yeah, I will definitely. If I like it, I'll go for it. No doubt.
Has anybody played with their drone camera? Because it's twilight now. If you roll around your plane, you can see all the instrumentation and your faces lit up in your own plane. It's really groovy.
Concerning the air race stuff, it might be worth looking into different countries. I just bought something in Iceland for Forza Horizon. It was much cheaper than in Germany.
I did that one time with, I don't know, somewhere where they have pesos, and I could buy some games that normally are €30, and with inflation I could buy them for like €8. Also with €10 you get 20,000 pesos. I don't know how many it was, but maybe you get lots of pesos. So I just bought like loads of games for like €30 because I can.
Can we expect Black Friday deals on the marketplace? Or?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
I'm going to guess it's inevitable that the likes of Orbix and the bigger developers will definitely jump in on that. So I'm pretty sure that there will be some deals to be had.
January sale.
Yeah, a lot of
Wait for buying and
a lot of racetracks, I guess. But it's also, but that's gonna be later on that the people, us, can make their own racetracks. But that's not implemented yet. That will be later on become available that you can make and create your own racetracks.
Wow.
Yeah, something that's, I think, Sparky, you mentioned earlier, what's going to be good is like now when we're all flying together, there's going to be great turbulence, so that's going to be really interesting.
And if you can really hit the other plane and crash or something like this, that's... I have my doubts that's really going to be true.
Only if those planes don't disappear on multiplayer, though.
Oh, that's a good point. I thought about that. With the racing, you don't want the planes to disappear.
They've really got to work on the servers.
Yeah.
That's what the issue is.
I thought you meant just the normal, when you get really close to someone, they disappear.
No, this is like in centimeters. It has to be that accurate that you're really that close.
I don't get what it is, guys. I mean, I don't get what it is when you play Call of Duty or anything like that. You know, your player in front of you is not going to disappear, are they? So why does it happen in Flight Simulator?
Because we're flying in the big cloud of the world. That's not obvious.
They've not utilised the net code correctly because it's not meant for that. So they can use a wider gamut on the net code. Obviously, they need to tighten it up if they're going to have clipping and interaction.
Exactly. Fix it. Get it fixed.
I was always thinking that I was flying near Bermuda or something.
With update 7, they are improving the clipping, but they're not getting rid of it.
Right.
You're still going to disappear if you go through somebody or something like that.
Yeah, that's going to stay the same. Yeah.
But
that's fine. I can live with that.
But you're still going to have that clipping is going to be there. And what I need is them to increase the 50 plane maximum.
Yeah, for sure. And also the groups, if it's like 6, they have to make that bigger also.
Yeah, agreed.
This is absolutely amazing. I love this scenery.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
On your left wing.
I got sunset going. I got the sun like a third of the way below the horizon now.
Yeah, I'm getting that as well. Who's flying with live weather?
Me.
Yeah. I changed to clear skies so I could see everything.
No, put live weather on. It makes it so much more real.
And I'm very curious also with some update 7 that's gonna come that VR controllers are also gonna be possible to manipulate the cockpit and the handles and everything. I don't see how it will be handy because these things will be dangling on my wrists while I'm using my Honeycomb Alpha Joachim Bravo.
I did wonder that.
I forgot that was one of the things. So I don't get it either, but the people that like it swear by it. They say it is so immersive, so I'm totally ready to try it. I'll just have to see.
Yeah, if the goggles or whatever you have, it's like hand tracking. Is that really available? You don't have to use anything extra. You just use your hands to go reach the buttons and knobs and levers, and that works. That would be amazing. But to use the VR controllers that come with all these Index or HP Reverb G2s, I don't see how to use that.
They have it in Explain 11. I hope it's like that implementation.
Yeah, Steve talked about it in the last video about it, the VR Flight Sim guy, and he's really sworn about it. He's like, yeah, they have to implement it. It's a game changer. So now I have to wait and see what that brings to the sim.
Yeah, the VR pilot.
Also, Jose,
he swears by it too. He says it's fantastic, and it doesn't have to have finger tracking. I mean, the controller knows where your hand is, right? It's just that once I reach for something, I'm not sure how I activate it, right? Do I just grab it with my finger trigger, or
same way as with the mouse. When your finger's near it, it'll light up the switch, and then you just flick your finger up or down.
Now, my problem is that my desk is not set up for this. I will constantly be running into my desk and my, other stuff. So but I'm looking forward to trying it. This is there's a lot of big stuff coming in this update.
Yeah. That's for sure.
I totally agree. Well, I'll tell you what though, who owns a Quest? I mean, I play VR, and I'm a Quest 2 owner. Anyone Quest 2 here?
Yeah, I'm Quest 2.
Okay, so Quest 2 obviously has hand tracking, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if you're playing with a joypad or something, hand tracking would be perfect for, controller access, I guess.
Yeah, I think, you can use the controller to flick switches and change dials and this sort of thing. And look at the different things suit different people. Personally, I don't like having that in my hand, and also with the throttles and so on. So I'm a mouse man myself.
Me too, yeah.
And I've always preferred it. But, people like Steve like the controllers. As long as it's in the sim and people can choose, we're all winners.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
nicely put. Yeah.
Because I have the yoke, I'm not going to stop using the yoke, but I can't figure out how I'm going to hold on to the controller too.
Yeah, me too.
You know what? They almost need smaller VR controllers for things like this that don't have as many buttons and stuff. They basically just have one button,
Because at the moment I'm using my Alpha and Bravo, everything is there. I'm touching it, I'm holding it right now, and there's so many little switches and dials and knobs to twist. With the mouses, that's easy. You just pinpoint it. Sometimes you have to close one eye to accurately put your cursor on what you want to change. But doing this with the VR controllers, I don't see how that's going to be better than I'm using with the mouse. But
I have to admit that when I get in a plane where my controls line up exactly with the plane, if like the Yonkers, my yoke is high, so in that plane the yoke is exactly where it is in real life, the immersion just gets so much better. I feel like I'm reaching out and touching it. And so I can imagine if I'm in a plane and I'm able to reach over with my hand and flip the flaps switch or whatever, that'll be really cool.
Yeah, with the Alpha and the Bravo Honeycomb at the moment, with my Seneca 5 now, it's exactly what I see, is what I get, and what I feel is exactly that. You can't be more immersive than that.
But you go to a different plane, it doesn't match, right?
Yeah, that's probably the reason I love the Seneca so much. That could be true.
I've got to go get that.
On a different scale, guys, look at this sunset.
Yeah. Sorry, we're talking too much and we're not looking at the nature.
It's like the chase. The rising sun is the lowering sun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you could do everything, if you could start the engines and do everything from the Alpha and the Bravo without fiddling with the mouse or changing views, I think that is so great.
That's what I'm doing, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too in the Seneca. Yeah.
What you do?
Not only in the Seneca, I made the setups so that I can, not the complex. The DC6 I can't start up the DC6 with the Bravo and the Alpha, but the Spitfire, I can start it up. The Corsa I can't because it has so much systems in it that you can't. But normal GA aircraft, almost every GA aircraft, I can just start it up with my Alpha Bravo.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I have fuel pumps connected, magnetos, everything.
Yeah, I did that with the Caravan, and you don't even have to look up to the overhead panel to switch the gas on or anything. You can do everything from the Bravo. Yeah.
But that's what Steve says. If you're a flight sim guy, if you do use those VR controllers, then you learn the plane where the buttons and knobs are. So in real life, if you ever imagine that you really want to get your pilot license and you want to know the plane, you get into the plane and you know where the knobs are. Now we're just used to the honeycomb equipment, and if we get into a plane, it's like, what is this?
Yeah. So those of you that are in VR right now, look up at your overhead panel, reach your hand up as if you're going to flip something there, and imagine if you could actually do that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If the hand tracking thing works, that would be sublime.
That's exactly what I was saying about hand tracking,
But not with the controllers. The controllers are rubbish. I don't know how that would be ever good. But if hand tracking works, wow.
Yeah.
But that I have to see it to believe it.
That's what VR controllers do, is they track your hands. That's how they work.
Yeah, but you have to hold it, and you have to. They will dangling on your wrists, That's
Oh,
stupid.
you mean hand tracking without a controller in your hand? Oh, I don't know how you exactly.
Yeah, but the goggles, the VR goggles, like the Vario and other ones, they have really sensors and scanners and cameras. They will just sense where you are, where your hands and fingers are, and it will just work.
Hey Mark, what's our ETA?
And runway.
We are landing runway 31, and we're almost there.
Okay.
Yeah, we're very close.
And that's at
Shot final.
is that Romeo Juno Oscar Echo? We're landing there.
Yeah.
Is this our final stop?
This
Yeah.
is.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I've done a full event. I get my full event badge.
Yeah, me too. Normally I just join at the end, and now I did it completely.
Likewise for me too. Thanks very much.
Lots of guys, of course, ain't it? And you're admiring the scenery.
I've got to say, Mark, this is what I love about your events. You just take us to parts of the world we're just never going to go to, you know? Or maybe never go to.
Yeah, true. With with all the flight plan and all the details at the start, so there's no looking what to do. You just do it. I love it.
Yeah. Here we go.
I just see a big city of lights and a lot of nameplates. I don't see the airport yet.
Just turned on final.
Get in line with the blinking lights.
I'm on final. I'm right behind Liam and Stored Knight.
Oh my god, I got too many name tags in front of me.
Watch this Spitfire land.
It's a big mishmash, huh?
And I have the name tab mod, so it's smaller and green, so it's better, so it's okay.
It's all quiet, everyone's concentrating.
But still with the G2, it's still nice, huh? The night lightning, it's working, huh?
Always.
Yeah, dark is just hitting me as I'm landing. It's beautiful.
I know it is nice. You see some sky, you can see the water and the land, but you also see the city lights.
But once the sun is really gone, then the G2 suffers with the God rays.
Super beautiful.
Yeah, fantastic.
That's why I need a Vario with OLEDs.
Don't we all?
I'm gonna wait for the Vario performance for less than $3,000.
I've just made a schoolboy error.
Oh.
So you're in the water?
Land again?
Forgot the gear? It's a
Double
landing
check the
gear
landing
issue.
gear.
Oh,
That thing will pop right back up if you don't watch it.
I can't believe I just did that. I can't believe I just did that.
Especially when you've got it so lined up nicely.
Guys, when you land, don't log off, please. We've got a quick draw to do. There's a giveaway again today.
Giving away a Vario?
Ah, that would be nice.
the new Primax?
Possible.
I tell you, I had a real problem sending that Vario Aero back, I can tell you.
Ah, you'd send back already? Oh.
Yeah, I was seriously thinking of saying to them, look, I'm really sorry, but my pet guinea pig ate it.
Yeah, Steve is keeping it, eh? Ah.
What would happen if you didn't send it back?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I've sent it back.
Ah.
I'm too honest.
Yeah, you're too good person.
I don't...
You could
there's
always fake
anything-
your own death mark.
Yeah.
If
How many
there's anything-
Varios did you sell them? You should keep it.
If there's anything better than the G2, I don't want to know about it because I've hardly used
Yeah.
mine.
So you can't unsee it like VR Flight Sim said. If you put it on your head, you can't unsee it. Everything will be rubbish next time.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I spent a bunch of money on my graphics card, but I have a perfectly working VR headset for $600. I'm not going to go spend $3,000 on one.
Not yet.
But once you put it on your head, that's the game changer. Once you had it and you saw it, you can unsee it and you want it.
They'll come
That's
down
why
in price.
we'll try it.
That will come down in price. They'll come down by at least $1,000.
Guys, I tell you, it's like looking at a monitor. Genuinely.
A good monitor then.
It's amazing.
It's the lenses. That's the big thing. And so we have to figure out how mass market, getting a big market is going to allow them to make those lenses cheaper. That's what we need.
Yeah, that's what. Right, guys. This is the last leg. Is everybody down, or are we still waiting for somebody?
I'm down. I'm just looking for your SimHanger's name tag.
Can't find
I
it.
think everybody is down. I can't see any lights.
Yeah.
Well, as long as we all clump together, that's
There's
fine.
Buzz MC 007. I don't know if they're with our group, but they were up there.
I had to just respawn because obviously I can't be sat on the runway. But I'm back with you guys anyway.
Are you Buzz?
No, Cripsy
Okay,
77.
so guys, thank you very much for joining me. I've just got a quick draw, and it is a £25 gift voucher from Just Flight, or a euro equivalent, etc., from SimMarket, depending where you're based. So I'm just going to do a quick draw for £25. The way it's done, it's anybody in the voice Discord, and I just run a random number generator. So just give me a sec.
Luck, everyone.
Good luck to all.
Yeah. You can use that on the Concorde.
Yeah, true.
Concorde, yes, yeah. Hold it hard if you don't
There's so
have it
many
yet.
planes coming out, I don't have enough money.
Okay, and the winner is, I'm not sure if I'm saying this name right, SimHanger, is that right?
No, that's wrong. Big mistake.
Okay, the winner is Cripsy 77.
Yay! Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you very much, Cripsy.
The hand clapping was me, that's not the F is
You
realistic.
deserve it so much more than me.
You only got that because you were my wingman.
Well, I can assure you guys that is going to go straight onto the Concorde, I think.
Okay, Crispy 77, if you would drop me a personal message on my Discord.
Yes, I will
If
do,
you
Mark,
would
thank you.
Give me your name and your email.
Nice one. Yeah,
and
will do.
also whether if you're in Europe, UK, or somewhere else, so I know which currency to give you.
I'm based in Portsmouth. I'm definitely in the UK.
Okay, so it's pound, and it'll be a £25 Just Flight gift voucher.
Thank you very
Congratulations, guys! Thank you all very much for joining me.
It was
December.
Thank you very much.
You made my Sunday evening perfect, Mark. Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mark.
It'll be 12th of December. I will confirm this under the event details on the Discord. 12th of December is the tentative date, and we're in Alaska. And that'll be the December fly-in. If anybody is interested, and again subject to confirmation, between Christmas and New Year, probably around the 29th or 30th, there's going to be another fly-in, but it'll just be a short announcement. It won't be streamed, etc., etc. For anybody, we might choose something like a Junkers or a Spitfires or something like that.
That blend.
Sounds great.
I've got them all.
Yeah, great.
Thank you
a
very
lot, Mark.
much,
Yeah,
and
thank you.
enjoy your evening or day, depending on where you are. And I wish you all a good week, and see you on the next one. Bye for now.
Thanks again, Mark. Thank you, Mark.
Night, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Stay safe. Fly safe. Stay safe.
Yeah, and you.
Yeah. Second beer, I will talk like that too.
I just crashed, so it's a bit too late.
Thank you, Mark. Thanks again,
Take it
Mark.
easy,
I'll bring
everyone.
my woolly jumper to Alaska as well.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Mark. That was a fantastic evening. I really enjoyed that.
See you guys soon.
Yeah. Sooner than later.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm just relaxing and soaking up the atmosphere, ambient noises of all the propellers.
Yeah, it's really great.
Here in Canada, we can even have more than beer, if you know what I mean.
Oh, woo. Ooh. Is that legal?
Stores and then Starbucks locations around here where I live.
I wish you guys a great evening. See you at the next.
Yeah.
Thank you. See you guys. Nice
Take it
seeing
easy,
you all.
everyone.
Later, Gator.
And you.
Roger, over and out.
Yeah, over and out.
Where's the hangar where I can park my plane?
Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks very much.
It's only 12:30 in the afternoon here in Vancouver, so I've got the whole day to.
Oh, good.
keep
So
going.
enjoy.
100 miles south.
It's 9:30 here in Belgium.